Hi there, Sandila here. Kyle lives on top of the hill and gardens on top of the hill. What a sunny day today. It has been very hot. At least now it's a bit cloudy. Looks like it's going to rain. Who knows? We'll see. Crossing the fingers though. If it rains, I'll get not to water my plants. But if it doesn't rain, then I have to water my plants. Anyway, thought that I'll take you guys on a short trip to go and harvest habanero, because I took a look there and I noticed that because of the 3 days that we had a lot of rain, constant raining, it started cracking, or I don't know how to call it, but you'll see almost there. Yeah, so today I'm going to harvest these guys. I have my pair of scissors and my strainer. Put them in there because if I put them in there, it makes it easy when I wash them. Just put the strainer under the tap and let the tap run. And yeah, trying to get my tripod on the right position. There we go. That looks good. Yeah, looks almost good. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so I'm going to get these habits behind me, and we're getting a sunset as well. Nice, behind the clouds. Yeah, let's see how much of these guys we can get. There's quite a lot. They're hiding underneath here. There's big ones and small ones. Yeah, see what I'm talking about. They crack like this, and then yeah, you see the cracks here, the cracks. This is from, I guess, too much water. Yeah, and then they rot. So before they all get rotten, I need to get some. That's the reason why we plant. We plant so that we can eat stuff. We don't plant so that stuff can rot. I'll get some green ones and also yellow ones or orange ones. You know, yeah, and yeah, we'll see how much we can get. I'm not going to get all of them, but I will harvest as much as I can. They're hiding in here, in here. And there seem to be quite a lot of greens. So we'll get the greens because eventually they will turn orangey as well. Yellowish. It's not yellow, it's orange. Okay. There's more this side. I think I need to prune this plant. It's quite a bush now. Makes it even hard to see these guys. Here's another nice example of what happens. See the black marks. Those are the cracks that comes with a lot of water. I don't know why honestly, but I started noticing this after it rained like for more than 2 days in a row. And then when I came and looked underneath, a lot of them were like this, but the cracks were not colored. They were like whitish, and you could see they were like quite very much fresh. So I'm not going to eat this one. Throw it there, throw again. Yeah, I have to come this end here. This end here has more than that other side there. these things are very hot. They are very hot, but they also are very nice and spicy. So I like them. Get them in some chilies. And see. Oh yeah. Here we go. Here's another one. Let me block that sunset there. Oh, here's another one with a lot of these pet markings on it. Put it back on the bed. We have a tomato plant that's growing here, I guess, from my compost. Yeah, there's hardly anything this side. Wow. Okay, there we go. There's more of them. That side. This side, it's like, I don't want to call this side. Okay. Yeah. There's also a small pepper here coming up. Yes. Up and narrow. Up and narrow. Might use them to make myself a chili sauce. I made one last time when I had a lot of chilies that I had harvested, and I made chili sauce. It was quite nice. It was hot and nice. Okay, come on. Let's okay. Drop some there. Okay. I wonder what they are doing with that young man there, screaming so much. Look at that. There's a lot. As well down there. It's like already rotting. Yeah, I can't have this one. No, can I have this one? Okay. Okay. All right. I think that should be fine. What I've harvested. It's quite a lot. Look how big this guy is. Huge. Okay. Yeah. My strainer is just about here. Tables, greens, yellows, or oranges. Okay. Yeah, guys. So do keep an eye on your habanero if you have habanero in your garden. I don't think it likes a lot of water, but like I always say, I'm no expert. I'm also learning as I'm doing and observing, then I learn. But I don't think it likes a lot of water, so maybe it is a good idea to now and again, when there's yellow ones, especially the yellow ones, you harvest them, clip them off, eat them, share them with your family, do whatever you want to do with them. But I would advise that, because otherwise you'll start having this here, which is not good. And yeah, I don't think I would eat this, you know, put it back here, it will turn into compost. Yeah, but yes, this is the habaneros. So let's go get some chilies there, and then after the chilies, then that's it. We're done for today. We're done for today. These chilies, planted them last year, harvested a lot of them, and the tree almost died during winter. But yeah, well, as soon as spring kicked in, yeah, look at it. It's beautiful. It's green. It's why it's leaning like this. Actually, I thought it was dead. The way it was leaning, and I mean, see, it was as dry as this thing. But it had some life in it, and it came back kicking, screaming, saying, "I'm alive!" And now I get to get some of these guys. I love them green, then red, but I also don't mind them red. Still good. And I tend to like to take a bite directly, then to maybe put them on. I made a sauce last time, but the effect is not the same than when you pans. It has a kick. It has a kick. So yeah, the effect is not the same than when you bite, because you add like a lot of stuff, like even water, sort of dilutes the kick in it. So yeah, I prefer to, while I'm eating, take a bite, eat, take a bite. That's where it works better. These guys, I haven't had any problems with them being affected by the rain. In actual fact, the rain seems to make them make this tree produce more and make them grow a bit longer and beautiful. So yeah, I'm not that much worried about them. What I did notice though last year is that the moment they turn red, they don't have a long life after that, especially if you leave them on the plant. They dry up while in the plant, so they dry up. So you might want to, especially if you don't want to harvest dried trees, you might want to harvest them immediately as soon as they turn red, and then you get them, or get them while they are green, because like this guy, if I keep this one for few days, it will start turning yellowish. Maybe it might not reach red, but it will start turning yellowish, something like that. So yeah, otherwise guys, that was for today. Well, maybe another thing, just which is not about harvesting. I could harvest that green pepper, but I would leave it. But this is a point that I wanna try, especially like I said with this guy. I thought it was dead. There's a pepper plant there that I also thought it was dead, but to my surprise, this plant is like 3 years old. It was planted here when I had the net here, you know, and let's see, let's get the plant on the video. Yeah, there, this one. Yes, Papa. Yeah, this plant is like 3 years old. I can't see my face now, it's fine, but you can see. Look at this. This is a green pepper here, So I planted, there were about 4 of them going across like this before I put these chilies, and then I took out the rest and left this one because the others died. But what I did with this one is that I started chopping it, pruning it. You know, I would prune it. As you can see, there are stumps all over here. I'll prune it and leave a bit of the stump there, and like this, in actual fact, without any expectation of it coming back or growing or anything like that. But to my surprise, this green pepper plant has been quite very resilient. I mean, almost every year ever since I planted it, it produced green pepper. I ate a green pepper from it, and even now there are few flowers you can see that it will produce. So maybe that's another thing to keep in mind, that instead of pulling your plants off when they look like this, maybe you sort of like take a little bit care of them and see where it will go, because they might dry off during winter but come back on during spring, you know. So you never know. But yes, there it is, the green pepper. And this plant, like I say, it's 3 years old. I never knew that a green pepper plant can last or can live for that long. I mean, I've planted peppers before, green and red, down there on the 2 small beds I had. Those ones didn't last that long. Eventually, after I had harvested all the peppers, they died. But obviously, I never also gave them an opportunity to come back because I never knew they could. So I pulled them out, replenished the soil, planted something else. But this one has given me a lesson that, you know what, if I have a good pepper plant, especially green pepper or red pepper plant that is producing quite well, I don't have to pull it out. I can just prune it and leave it, you know, because when the rain season comes again or when spring comes again, that plant will go. Like big trees, they lose leaves during autumn. Well, I guess it's fall in the US, but autumn in South Africa. And then they completely lose them in winter. But then in spring, they start producing leaves. And then in summer, they are beautiful and green. So yeah, that is a very important lesson that I think I can share with you today, that do not uproot your plants. Well, especially if maybe if you commercial, maybe you will, but small farmers like I, or gardeners like I, yeah, I mean, you don't have to. You can just leave it there. It will come back and it will still give you food, like this one is going to give me food. Okay guys, yeah, that's it. Sandile here, guy who lives on top of the hill and gardens on top of the hill. I am out. Do not forget to share your knowledge with me, your experience, through the comment section. Tell me how I can improve. Tell me what I can do more better and how I can be more productive. I'd appreciate that. And as I always say, I'm no expert, but I am a fundi learning. So I'm open to learning, but I am not open to people who want to come and prove themselves how good they are. If you're coming with that attitude, no, no, thank you. But if you're coming with an attitude to school me properly, respectfully, let's do it. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share it, and I'm out.